Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. You are right on time for the Sports City Extra. Today being on a Monday, the 11th of August. I don't know why I'm saying July. 2025. We are glad you've tuned in to Science TV, and as usual, this is where we give you the sports analysis, what's been happening in the world of sports over the weekend. Of course, we have so much to talk about. We are happy as a country. Harambee Stars doing wonders. But the big question this evening on the show, is our football improving or the players are motivated by the promised cash? And then in the Community Shield, you saw those people who are coming to my inbox to chokoza me because Liverpool lost. Tusizoeane. Anyway, Liverpool lost the Community Shield playing Crystal Palace yesterday on penalties. We'll be talking about that. And of course, the 2025-2026 EPL season is about to start. We'll just touch on the fixtures and give our predictions. And of course, we'll also talk about the Deaflympics. Our editors were on the ground to cover those national trials. We'll be looking at the clip that they came back with. So this is Chris Mololo. I am with my co-host Felix Makona. Our sign language interpreter is Tobias Omondi, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's begin. Felix, uko fiti?
Yeah, I'm really good. Today I am the most happy person in Kenya or around Kenya because over the weekend,
Yes.
Arsenal won,
Yeah.
Kenya won. We were at the stadium yesterday.
Oh, you were in Kasarani yesterday?
Yeah, I was in Kasarani. I was the one cheering. I know the cameras caught me, and if you look around the social media platforms, you will see me somewhere dancing.
You are there celebrating.
Obvious.
Walifanya the celebration kama ile ya Man City.
Yeah. Because
singing 1 million.
Because yesterday we were just on a mission to secure the win and qualify to the next round, which is the quarterfinals. And also we were in business. Tulikuwa biashara pale Kasarani because no one will want to lose 1 million. And I was thinking, Kenya, what we were lacking only, our players are good, but what we were lacking was that motivation. And the motivation came yesterday when we knew we can finyamu Arabu. And I loved how the fans were conducting themselves in singing that Mwarabu hawezi tupiga na amekula mchele. Unaona? They eat that indomie and they try to beat Kenya. It was so hard for the Morocco fans and also their team because the noise in the field was just against them. Wawezi tupiga juu amekula mchele, wawezi tupiga juu amekula indomie. Hapa tuko biashara, wakasema, you know, our team was having almost these tribes that are dominant in Kenya. It was having a Kikuyu, it was having a Jaluo, it was having a Luya, and it was having a Kale on the bench. So they were saying, these all people have gathered here, they have come for business. And you know, Kenya is for business. And yesterday we were in the business of beating Morocco. Yesterday, I really loved it.
Wow. It was a very happy moment. I'm sure every Kenyan is happy to see how Harambee Stars is performing. But let's now come to the game. Looking at the yesterday's game, comparing with the previous 2 games, you could see that Benny McCarthy made some changes. Even in the system of play, you could see that he used the formation of 3-4-2-1, and we've used him to use the 4-4-2 system. And why do you think he decided to use that system to begin with?
I will say many teams, you should approach them differently because, you know, when you are playing against Congo, they were having the same lineup like us. But when
the same system.
Yeah, the same system. But when it comes to Morocco, Morocco were acting differently because it was just a matter of tactical change. And that tactical change was to be utilized by us to make sure that we go against their system. And being against their system means that we play and disrupt their system. That is what we were doing, you know. Morocco yesterday were attacking. They were attacking so much. So the keeper was made aware that expect more shots. And the defense was made aware, please trap them offside. There are many offside we trapped Morocco because the tactical they were using, we tried to go against it. And then the defense also was there to clear any ball. You see, after we scored the first goal and Rambo got a red card, it was just mpira isikae pale kwa defense. Mpira either iko midfield ama iko mbele ama mpira iko nje ya uwanja. That's what made Kenya win. And in other ways, you know, after the red card, we had to break the attack line and get a strong midfield. So we were playing 5 defenders, 3 midfields. And these 3 midfield, they were, if they get the ball, they try to dribble towards their goal to threaten them. So you could see again, after we are dribbling past Morocco, they were coming back to their defense. Then when they come back to their defense, it means our defense also has unlocked. So 1 or 2 players will climb to the midfield to create a 2 midfield and a 3 defense and 3 striking. So it was a balanced game when you look at it. But the issue there was the substitutions. The substitutions were good and they were meant to favor Kenya. But at some point you find that after the substitution came in, the pressure increased because they changed also the tactics. They knew we were defending, so they tried to make mistakes. They tried to make mistakes on our side, but again we were so brave that tulitumia ile nguvu ya kujituma kabisa. Alafu you keep in mind that after this there is 1 million that is coming. That was
so far 2.5 million kila mchezaji. I'm sure they are very happy. But let's now come to this issue before we move away from this CHAN topic. In 3 matches, 2 red cards, what does that tell us in terms of discipline? Is this something that Benny McCarthy needs to address?
It is an issue when it comes to playing, and you find out that Kenya, in the last 2 games against Angola. Against Angola, we had a red card. And then yesterday against Morocco, we had a red card, Rambo. Of course, we will say it is a collective responsibility because the last time we had a red card, it was a short pass from the goalkeeper. So the defender tried to recover the ball so much so that, and that mistake is acceptable in football. Because Mololo, tell me, if he couldn't have recovered the ball, it could have been a goal.
Maybe.
Maybe a goal or a threat. And the mistake will come against the team. And it may be deny them 1 million and deny them points. So, so Mololo, what was there was to try to cover up for the whole team. Kuna ile makosa mchezaji anafanya, unaona, this one is covering up for the whole team. Easy at ya kujifanya.
One for the team.
One for the team. And this happens especially when it is a defender, the last man. The last man in defense is treated differently from other players. Kama makosa ni ya red card kabisa, imeonekana red card atapewa red. But kama ni ile alikuangusha uko mbali kabisa nje ya box, maybe it could be a yellow or something like a warning. And mistakenly, he was given a red, of which we accepted. But Mololo, I want to tell you, the team discipline is good. But here, you know, you have to die for the team. Not that the coach has not taught them how to be disciplined on the pitch. The boys were disciplined. I saw even Morocco were so furious than us yesterday. It means that Kenya, we are calm. As long as we are winning, we are calm. Not because that we have bad discipline on the field, no. It was just a matter of being enthusiastic, that already we have won. and we are defending our win. So yesterday, the record we deserved, but that doesn't mean that we are not disciplined on the field. You know, there are some mistakes when you make. Maybe the consequences, if we didn't make that mistake, could cost the team either points or that motivation, which is, when I talk about motivation, it is that 1 million from the president.
But you have to look on the other side. If we could have lost that match, all the blame would be on Crispin Rambo.
Yeah.
Because of the red card. But I think it's an issue that the coach needs to address in the coming games. As much as we could joke about it at when we are less, we perform well, si kitu inaleta shangwe. But anyway, looking at our group, we are leading with 7 points.
Yeah, that is true. Then Morocco have 3.
Morocco have 3.
But they have a game in hand. Yes. That means if they win that game, they will come to 6.
They'll play to Congo.
Yeah, Congo. And it is also a difficult game for them, because Congo will not be easy to beat, because Congo are third with 2 points.
Yes.
Because they have had 2 draws against Kenya and against Angola, if I think. So what I can say, in this group, Kenya is leading with 7 points. Then the second one is Morocco with how many points? 3. Then the third is Congo. Of course, Zambia and Angola are looking to be out.
Yeah.
Because
they are already out.
They are. We can say they are already out.
They are out. They have any chance to progress. Go to talk about the Community Shield match. Yeah. What do we expect for Kenya? Because I think we are remaining with only 1 game versus Zambia, right?
Yeah, it is versus Zambia. It shall be played here, and after 3 days. So after 3 days, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, we will be playing Zambia. Then, of course, after there, what do we expect as a nation, as Kenya, as the most motivated team is that we are in the semi-finals. That's for sure, because if we finish first, of course, we need to beat Zambia or draw with them for us to finish the group as first.
A draw is enough.
Yeah. And on the other group, of course, the person or the team that will finish first on the group A will be playing the team that finished second on group B. Of which, on group B, Tanzania will finish first. Yeah, that is how we are calculating. Then Mauritania will be second. So we are going to play Mauritania here in Kenya. That is the quarterfinals. The quarterfinals will be held in Uganda. We will beat them. That's for sure. So after beating them, what next? What do you expect next, Mololo? We are in the semi-finals. So in the semi-finals, whom we will meet will determine if Kenya is going to the finals. You know, what we are aiming to win our first continental championship. This is the CHAN. Of course, after we win here, we will have that energy to say we can qualify for the World Cup. Then, after we win here also, we are going to even aim higher for the World Cup, not AFCON. We are going to aim higher, more than AFCON, and maybe we play even in the Club World Cup if we can. So, Mololo, what is there is Kenya are going through to the finals, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. And remember, the more we progress, the more cash inaongezeka.
Yeah, 600 million.
Yeah. Anyway, let's come to Liverpool Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Yesterday, anyway, as a fan, I really wanted Liverpool to win that game. But on the other hand, I'm looking at it as an escape from the Community Shield curse. Look at every team that has won the Community Shield. They always have a bad season. It even become trophyless shocking. For around 14 seasons, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
You look at last season, Manchester City, they won the Community Shield. What happened? The other season, Arsenal won the Community Shield.
Yeah.
What happened?
We finished second.
Trophyless. But Arsenal being trophyless is not a shock.
Yeah.
Liverpool 2022-2023, it was a bad season for them. But anyway, this is not an excuse.
Yeah.
Looking at the league is about to start.
Yeah.
And Liverpool, honestly, they have very tough fixtures to begin with. Bournemouth first, second fixture is Newcastle, and then Arsenal. This is tough. I think Slot needs to be more prepared. And if possible, look for a defender. Because if it happens, God forbid, either Konate or Van Dijk gets injured, we are done. We are done. This is the truth. But let's come to the yesterday's match. Liverpool started very well, dominated the game, and then made some mistakes there and conceded some goals, and even Van Dijk cost that penalty. What do you have to say about yesterday's match?
Yesterday it was a difficult match for Liverpool because Crystal Palace, in the last 3 months, they have won the FA Cup, especially beating Manchester City 1-0. Of course, they have beaten now Liverpool, although on penalties, to win the Community Shield. Oliver Glasner is making something great at Crystal Palace.
Yes.
Remember Crystal Palace, yesterday when they were beaten in the 4th minute with Hugo Ekitike scoring the first goal in the 4th minute, assisted by our very own Florian Wirtz. I saw that I saw Crystal Palace were done.
Yeah.
But I wonder how they managed to resurrect and came to beat Liverpool on penalties. But leaving alone that, I will say Crystal Palace is underrated when it comes to playing.
Yeah.
But how many times has it beaten even Arsenal? How many times in the English Premier League has it beaten Manchester United? Not less than 3 goals.
Yeah.
How many times has it tried to stop Liverpool, making sure that they go draw?
Yeah.
I can assure you, Mololo, if Crystal Palace can transform in that way, and they try to keep their best players, like Eze, and I wish Olise could have not gone to Bayern, then Crystal Palace will be much of a threat even than Newcastle.
But they still have some good players. Ismail Sarr.
Yeah.
They also have Daichi Kamada, although I think he got an injury yesterday.
Yeah.
They also have this wonderful midfielder, Wharton. Adam Wharton. That guy is playing so well.
Yeah. And the goalkeeper. Don't forget the goalkeeper yesterday. Yeah, he saved many goals. And he was wearing a cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Akina Makguehi, if they'll not leave the club, we are expecting Crystal Palace to be one of the best teams next season. Of course, in the mid-table. Giving teams like Brighton, Aston Villa some big problems there. So let's talk about the 2025-2026 season that is about to start. We just mentioned the fixtures and give our predictions. You are also allowed to give your predictions as you interact with us on all our social media platforms, Science TV Kenya. So Felix.
Yeah.
Hebu tuambie hizo fixtures tuone.
Of course, the English Premier League is starting this Friday with 10 p.m. We will be having Liverpool versus Bournemouth. Mololo, your prediction?
Liverpool win.
Yeah.
But of course, it's a tough fixture. But I expect a win from Liverpool.
Oh, okay. Me, I expect 2-1 win for Liverpool. Then Aston Villa versus Newcastle. This will be Saturday, early kickoff, 14:30. That is 2:30 p.m.
It's a tough one, but I think a draw for me.
Yeah.
Because Newcastle, The problems with the strikers, Isak is not, they have not yet gotten a replacement, so a draw.
Yeah, me, I see also a 2-2 draw or maybe a 1-1 draw. Okay. But I also see, me, I predict goal. Okay, 5 p.m. on Saturday, it will be Brighton against Fulham.
Brighton.
Yeah, I go with Brighton too. And then the newly promoted side, Sunderland, will also be playing West Ham at 5 p.m. on Saturday.
I'm expecting Sunderland to win. West Ham, after losing Kudus, of course they still have Jared Bowen, but I think Sunderland wamejipanga zaidi.
Yeah, so Sunderland are looking more of a threat than a team. Of course, Tottenham versus Burnley.
Tottenham.
Yeah.
Tottenham. They have a good squad.
Yeah, even if they add Savinho from Man City, Tottenham is still good. Yeah. Wolves versus Man City.
Man City.
Man City win. Of course, Man City, Tijani Reinders, together with Haaland and Savinho. That team is good. Chelsea versus Crystal Palace.
Tough one, but I'll go with Chelsea.
Chelsea with Crystal Palace will be the first game on Sunday. Will be played at 5 p.m. Not 5, Chelsea will be played at 4 p.m.
Yes.
Then Nottingham Forest versus Brentford.
Forest.
I go with Nottingham Forest also. And then Man United versus Arsenal.
Hey, the big match.
Yeah.
Hey, every fan is waiting for this, but I'm going with that draw for some reasons.
me, I can say, not being biased, but we are beating Manchester United 3-0.
Me, I'm seeing a 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
A 1-1 draw.
But if you are brave enough, bet over 2.5. Okay. Then Leeds versus Everton will be played on Monday. That is the 18th at 10 p.m.
A tough one, but I'll go with Everton.
Yeah. Remember, the game against Manchester United versus Arsenal will be at 6:30 p.m. on Sunday.
The 17th.
And then Kenya will also be playing on the same day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it is two type of sweetness. We call it deep-rooted sweetness, you know.
Anyway, we have to take a break. And then when we come back, we'll be introducing the Deaflympics as we watch the clip for the national trials. Of course, when we come back, we'll be giving you that information and then we watch the clip. Stay with us. This is Sports City Extra.
This weekend, we had our very own Bill Odhiambo attending the meeting at the UON grounds, whereby we had the Deaf National Trials, and these trials were meant to choose the best team for the Olympics that is coming, and it shall happen from November 15th to 26th this year in Japan, that is the city of Tokyo, and this is the 100th anniversary for the Kenyan Deaflympics, and they shall be participating in this competition. So the meeting was to choose and to evaluate the best team that we can manage to travel with to Tokyo and maybe compete to the highest level and maybe win this. So the competition shall include Deaf Football Federation of Kenya. They shall be having a team, both women and men. And our very own Bill Odhiambo was there. So we shall be following the interview and we hear what our very own Bill Odhiambo has prepared for us.
Okay.
Hello there and welcome to Sports City, your home of sports analysis. You are with me, Bill Clinton, and as you can see, we are coming to you live from the University of Nairobi Sports Ground right here in the capital, Nairobi, where the Deaf Football Federation of Kenya have been holding a two-day national trials ahead of the 2025 Summer Deaflympics set to take place in Tokyo, Japan from the November 15th through to November 26th. Now, as you can see behind me, we have a contingent of top deaf women players from Kenya, and representing 7 teams and 6 regions across the country. They are competing for a slot in a place in the national team, and there's significance to this year's competition because this year's competition, the Deaflympics, is making the 100th anniversary since its inception in 1924. Now, this is a big step right here in Kenya to try and have representatives to represent us in the Deaflympics that is set to take place later on this year. And you'll be asking yourself, why is this important? Now, this is important because we are here to also inspire deaf youth across the country to continue to pursue their talents. Remember, it's not only those who are able or who are not, or able differently or not able differently. At the end of the day, we are here to celebrate sports talent regardless of our different abilities. And also we are here to amplify the deaf culture. More often than not, we have seen that the underrepresented in the community have not been represented well, and this is just a step towards the bigger goal or the bigger achievement of unifying sports generally in our country. So stay tuned for more. We're bringing you more actions from right here on Sports City. Don't go anywhere, and we'll be back with more action. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sign TV. My name is Stephen Waweru. I'm the president for Deaf Football Federation of Kenya. This day, the competitions are channeled to make a selection for the deaf selection that is going to Japan. So the event started yesterday, and it's a 2-day event also today. People from different regions have appeared. We have 7 teams from different counties. We have around 14 counties that have been represented, which made the 7 teams. From each of the counties, we want to select the best players that will be from each of the teams. And that's why we are here today. So for the 7 teams, who are they? We have G Lioness, who come from Kajiado. We also have Machakos, Southeast Machakos, that are also represented, and Metropolitan. The 4th is from West region, not Western itself, whereby we'll have A and B. Why did we have the 2 teams? Because we have a lot of players coming from the region. Hence, we were forced to make 2 teams to represent the entire region. We also have Rift Valley that is represented. We are from Nakuru, making the 7 teams. The event has been successful from morning till now. We have seen our players with high morale to go with the games. In the morning, we also have our matches, the semi-final matches. From Pool A, we have Western Team A and Western Team B. And from Pool B, that is participating in the semi-finals, is the G Lions and Nakuru Flamingo team. So the competition's aim is to see who will be the championship winners for these selections. I really thank you, all the viewers and those who have been able to come and shown great interest and motivated our players. Our main aim for this one is we want to have the best team that will represent the nation. What are we planning for? We are planning to go for the Deaflympics, that's in Japan, Tokyo, from 11th of November all the way to 26th of November. This will be the second time we're participating. On 2022, we also participated in Brazil, and this is the second time that we're taking the national team to participate in Tokyo. This also shows that women team can play because they're the first women team to represent Africa after beating all the teams for the nations. For the nation, it is to show also that with the hearing, we have Olympics that always go for 4 years. Last year, the Olympics were held in France. We also had the Paralympics that also were held in France. So this year, it's a special participation that is for those who are using sign language to show that the deaf people can also engage in sport activities. This is the 25th edition of Deaflympics that is to be held in Japan. It's equivalent to the Olympics for the hearing. In Kenya, we have different disciplines, and football is amongst them, and that's what we are here for. Thank you very much for that question. For these selections that we are planning to attend the Deaflympics in Japan, the government has supported us 100% in everything. For the corporates, we are unable to get sponsorships because there's not much awareness to them. Yeah, we believe with such participations, it will create great morale among the deaf sportsmen, because communication access has been the greatest barrier. We have not had media representation for the longest, and many people for the sporting activities and our sportsmen have been in the dark. But with this media impact that we are getting, we believe it will reach a lot of audience, including the deaf, nationally. Thank you. So this year's participation is even widening the scope. We want to first get the cup from the Deaflympics. After we finish the August selection, what's coming forth, we are hoping that we'll have a national camp training for at least a month or so before we travel, to make sure that our team's skill has been harnessed to the fullest. Because the different players are coming from different regions, as I stated earlier, and they're all coming to make a national team. So we need a month to at least prepare them to be in sync. We were hoping to get a pre-camp to train us and make them in better, but the government has only given us one. So we were hoping for corporates to at least help us in funding the pre-camp before the main camp. As the federation, we are wishing to tell general Kenyans to participate, to be with us, even in the league, because from the leagues is where we are able to harness our skills, and also to get the grassroots players, because we have a lot of talent that is not yet harnessed. Because it's from these grassroots talents that will help us to grow as players. We are seeing a lot of talent that is coming, and they are new faces to us. But it is because they are coming from marginalized area and they have no access to this information. There was also a lot of stigmatization around the deaf community, whereby they participate in the hearing community, but as they appear, they're only given as substitutions, whereas they are good talents. So we are hoping that the nation could at least harness this talent.
Hello everyone, my name is Georgine Auma, and this is my sign name. I'm the Secretary General of Deaf Football Federation of Kenya. And the chairman has explained already, the aim of the selection is to have better players and skilled players who will represent Kenya in the Deaflympics in this year, in November. We expect to get, after the matches that are continuing, the president has mentioned that we are expecting to have deaf people being selected, the players to be selected and go represent Deaflympics. Last performance was not good because we missed a lot of good players because we missed documentation. But this year, as we are doing that early, we are doing our best to ensure that we pick the best players with the right documentation to go and represent Kenya in the Deaflympics. Yes, the plan is after we complete the national selections, we'll have a team, and we have a team that will be planning for the camp. So we are looking for funding, and we are hoping by the time we are moving to the pre-camp, we'll be getting the funding. So we are doing our best to have that funding so that the training team can have enough training. Normally we have deaf people. We have interpreters who ensure that there's accessibility for information, and the government is ready to support us to get the best qualified and quality interpreters to help solve the communication gap. The immediate support we might need now is accommodation and meal support during the camping. The other things, the other small issues we can be able to do, but the biggest challenge we have is the accommodation, because we need the training, we need to be accommodated. So that is the greatest support we need. Thank you.
Hello there, welcome to Sports City. Now joining us is the deaf national team coach, right? All right, kindly introduce yourself and tell us what we're looking out for today.
My name is Hassan Hussein. I am the deaf ladies national team. I've been a volunteer coach for the last 6 years, and I'm happy today we are here at University of Nairobi graduation arena.
Right.
We are doing the selection for the national trials, roadmap to Deaflympics 2025, which will be held at Japan as from November 2nd to 14th.
Right.
Yes.
And how can you describe the current status of the players, how the training is going on, how the team fitness and readiness and preparations towards the Deaflympics, how is it looking like at the moment?
So far, Nazama, so far so good. We haven't started the trainings, but we have now the individual player trainings from various. We were doing the selection from various parts of the country. So the fitness levels are varying. They are very different because it is individual efforts and the team individual efforts. So maybe when we come to start our camping, that's when we can actualize and formalize our training and make it in the same level.
All right. And have you noticed any particular strengths in the team or weaknesses in the team that maybe you can improve ahead of the tournament?
Okay, let me start by the weaknesses that we might be having in the team after selection. Most of the players, they come from far and they are still young. So maybe the exposure, I can say the exposure part of it in terms of footballing and tactical awareness and what, we still have that weakness. But I believe once we start our camping, maybe in the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, those are the areas we will work on firsthand. Yeah.
Right. Those are the weaknesses.
Those are the weaknesses. And then now, the positive side of this is that I'm impressed because most of the girls selected here today, at least half of them, they have been in active football, and some of them, they were in the last summer Deaflympics, which was held at Brazil. So at least kunako ka experience. Right. Yeah, there's that experience, yes.
Right. So, and can you say what are the main challenges maybe you're looking to overcome or working to overcome before the competition, and probably the post-competition, how you're looking to align together the team once again to avoid the small hiccups here and there, maybe for team cohesion and whatnot? Now,
the problem with our team, okay, you see, these are people who are able differently. So the big challenge is time for training. Like normally the government normally gives around 14 days, 15 days for camp. So to me, I find that is a very big challenge because these are the people who are not like other teams or the other normal teams, because it's like ni kama watoto wadogo. So you see the way you can train yourself and the way you can handle that kid are two different. It needs more time. Time varies a lot. So maybe it's my plea to the Ministry of Sports maybe to come in handy this time round, give us more than the 14-15 days. At least if we get around 28 and 30 days, at least we can make some difference. Right. Yeah. However, after the competition, as the federation, I had proposed to the federation that when we come back from the competition, we want to make more awareness. We want to create more awareness about the deaf football, both for ladies and men. And we need to look for finances so that we will be able to do a lot of competitions locally and even do international friendly matches. Right. Yeah.
That's a good point as far as support is concerned. What about the accessibility part? Where do you have enough interpreters ahead of the tournament, and how is the federation coming in to try and maybe bridge this gap?
Okay, the problem with the federation, the Deaf Football Federation, so far is the fundings. You see, like today in this event, we are supposed to be having around 10 interpreters, but you see we have only 2. Simply because those are volunteers. They are volunteering to come and help. But actually we should be having around 10 to help the jam of communication. But all is all, and it shall be well. I believe with good proposals and time and awareness that I've said earlier on, and maybe corporates and companies, private corporates coming in to help the deaf prosper, we shall be next time we shall be having enough finances at least to make sure at least even to employ maybe our interpreters.
Right.
Yes.
Now, a broader message to the fans out there. How can fans and the broader Kenyan public support behind the team and rally behind the team ahead of the Deaflympics?
Now, just like as we do in our normal game, like the Rambe Stars, I'm also urging our fans to come in handy and make the social media and maybe mainstream medias awareness, and then give support to our ladies. I believe this time around we are going to come up with something good. We are going to display we are going to showcase, we are going to display the best of what we have, the best of Kenyan deaf ladies. But they are good footballers, and I believe after camping we are going to sharpen to make at least majority of them. They are good. Maybe some few tactical and approaches like maybe scoring and maybe pole possession and what. Right. But for sure, I'm urging our fans before we leave for maybe the competition, we will stage one big friendly match at Kasarani. I'm really urging them, when they hear there is a friendly match, let them come in handy, give support to our ladies. We are going to carry Kenyan flag high, and we as a deaf family, we are saying we love our country.
Right. Thank you so much, coach. Utataka pia uambie upe 1 million for every. Yes. Thank you so much, coach Lakini, for your time. Yes. And we are hoping that you have a good trials and also a good tournament in Japan representing the country.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So my name is Emily Odhiambo. My name is Emily Odhiambo. I come from the G Lions team. Today's trial has been quite challenging, but with the grace of God, we have been able to get to the final. Yeah, so that's all I'll say about today's trial. If I am selected to represent Kenya in the Summer Deaflympics, I'm really ready to go and represent my country, because the deaf community has to go and represent as well. The support has really been amazing. We have seen that the president, who had even promised to give hearing people, the football who are participating in the football competition, 1 million. So if that 1 million was promised to the team, I'll really even want to encourage the president to come and support us in a similar way, not only focus on the hearing teams, but also come and give the same support to the deaf team. The same support given to the football male team, please give the same. For any other young deaf person out there, some are not aware about football, some are really hidden, some are really lagging behind. But my message to you is, and to every other youth, please join any sport, whether football, basketball, running. Please join these sports. Just don't stay at home. I'm really encouraging you to participate, whether you're deaf, and you can join other deaf teams. If you can run, please participate in that. If it's basketball, participate in that. If it's football, just go on and do it. My name is Zaituni Abdi, and this is my sign name. I am a player working with the Western Region Team B. The competition have been quite tough. We've gotten to get position 3. My biggest motivation is my dream. I truly have a dream, and I really want to be part of the deaf national team that is representing the country in playing football. So that has always been my dream, to bring back the trophy. So that's why I trained so hard, and I even promised other people to bring the trophy back home. My balancing is always, I mostly try to train every morning and evening, and during the day I get to do other businesses, but morning and evenings are my training times. Truly, yesterday's matches and today's matches were really fantastic. I'll say each and every player gave their best and everything went well. If I'm lucky to be selected, I'll make sure that once I go to represent the country, we're bringing back good results and some good trophies and medals. That will be my goal.
Well, that will be all for today on Sports City Extra. Thank you so much for watching and your valid company from the time we began. Thank you also, Felix, for coming. What do you have to say as we close?
As the English Premier League is starting, we expect more pressure from the fans. We want another team to win, not always Liverpool and Man City. We want, let it be Arsenal or Chelsea or Manchester United, but Man City and Liverpool, they are used to winning this thing, so we want them to step aside and leave room for other teams.
Okay. This guy is not saying anything important. Continue the conversation on social media, all our platforms, Science TV Kenya. Until next time, it's goodbye from us.